are live. What's up, all y'all spirits out there? Today is day 21. Yes, I got my grandma in here. It's day 21 for our 60-day discipline challenge. And for today, we are doing a yoga flow for our senior citizens. All right, it's going to be a seated flow. So go ahead and find you a chair. And if you need a little bit of support on your chair, you can fold you up a little blanket or something. Set it on your chair. And go ahead and sit down. Alrighty, so yes, this is my lovely grandma. Everybody say hey.
Hi.
Hey. So she is going to be here to show y'all that this can actually be done for our senior citizens. Because I know if I just do it, a lot of y'all going to be like, well, she young. No, this is something everybody can do. All right. And we have my grandma here for an example. So when y'all are ready, we are just going to start with some deep breaths in, some deep breaths out. Optional to have your eyes open or closed. It doesn't really matter. I just naturally end up closing my eyes when I start doing my deep breaths. So we're gonna inhale through our nose and exhale out the nose or mouth. We're gonna take 3 more breaths here. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. 2 more breaths here. And a deep breath out. Last breath here. And a deep breath out the nose or mouth. Hello, thank you for joining. I'm gonna get up and read that comment as soon as we are done. Actually, Mom, you're here. Mom, can you read the comment?
I'm pretty sure it's me just saying hey.
Oh.
Let me double check.
Oh, that is you.
Yes,
that is you.
that was me just
Hey,
like
what's up with you then, Mom? What's up with you? Anyway, for our next exercise, we are going to sit up nice and tall. Imagine stretching the crown of your head towards the sky. So we're just sitting up nice and tall here, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. With our next exercise, I want you to inhale and tip your chin towards your chest. So you're just going to tilt your head down. And as you exhale, you're going to tilt your head back up. Take a deep breath in, tilt it back down, chin towards your chest. And as you exhale, go ahead and tilt your head back up. And we're just going to do that a couple more times, moving with our breath here, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. Last time here. Now this time as we exhale, we're going to send our head all the way back. So we're going to look up towards the sky. Take a deep breath here, chin to chest. Deep breath out, looking up towards the sky. And a deep breath in, bringing your chin towards your chest. Now this time as you exhale, I want you to start with some small circles here with your neck. Rotating your head in a full circle. Nice and slow. This isn't any fast movements here. We're just moving with our breath. Taking a deep breath in and taking a deep breath out as we continue to round our neck here. Let's take 2 more breaths here before we switch to the opposite direction. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, we're just going to switch to the opposite directions. Go ahead, continue with your circles, but now you're just going the opposite way. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Moving nice and slow. Last breath here. And as you exhale, just go ahead and find stillness. Keep your chin tucked to your chest as you take 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and center your head. Go ahead and pull your head back up. And we're just going to look forward, taking a deep breath in and a breath out. Now for our next exercise, we're going to start to move our shoulders a little bit. We're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to raise our shoulders up towards our ears. And as we exhale, we're going to send them back down. And we're just going to do that a couple more times. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale through the nose, raising the shoulders up. Exhale out the nose or mouth as you send the shoulders back down. One more time here. Raising the shoulders up. This time as you exhale, go ahead and send the shoulders down and around, starting your circles here. So take a deep breath in. Shoulders go up and a deep breath out. Shoulders go down and around. So we're inhaling, bringing the shoulders up towards the ears, and exhaling, go ahead and sending the shoulders back and down. So let's do that 2 more times. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Last time here. And this time as you exhale, just go ahead and send your shoulders down. Go ahead and find stillness here and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now this time we're going to do that same movement, but instead of sending the shoulders down and around, you're going to send them down and forward. So we're just doing circles, but in the opposite direction. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in, bringing the shoulders up, and as we exhale, we're going to send them forward and around. Deep breath in, exhale forward and around. A couple more times. Nice and slow movements here. Last time here. And as you exhale, just go ahead and send the shoulders down. Go ahead and relax them. We're not going to move them anymore. We're just going to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now let's move on to our arms now. What we're going to do now is we're just going to raise your arms a bit. And we're just going to start with some small circles here. Just some small circles. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Just getting some mobility in our elbows here. Just doing some small circles. Not anything too fast, anything too strenuous. We just want to move with our breath. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's do one more breath here. And as we exhale, go ahead and set your arms back down for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and pick your arms back up, and we're just going to spin it in the opposite direction now. So whatever direction you were spinning your arms at first, just go ahead and do the opposite direction as we take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and find stillness. Place your hands on your legs. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. With your next inhale, you're just going to raise your wrist up like so. We're just going to rotate the wrist this time. We're not going to do our whole arm, just rotating the wrist, getting some mobility here. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhaling through the nose here and exhaling out the nose or mouth. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, just go ahead and spin the arms, not the arms, but the wrist in the opposite direction. So whatever way you're rotating your wrist, just go ahead and rotate it in the opposite way. As you take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and set your hands down on your legs. Exhale all that breath out. Take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. Now I want you guys to stay in your seated position. I'm going to walk up to read these comments real quick. Then I'm going to sit back down and we can continue our flow. So you guys just stay seated here. I'm going to walk up and read these comments. All right. Sophia said, what are you doing? Today we are doing a yoga flow for our senior citizens. So we're doing a chair flow. So we're just sitting on the chair here. And we're just doing a little bit of exercises just to get our mobility up. We started from our head and our neck, and now we are right now on our arms and our wrists, and we're just moving from head to toe, doing slight mobility exercises for our senior citizens. So that is what we are doing today, and I thank you for joining and asking that questions, because not everybody know what we're doing. So thank you for asking that. All right, now let's see. Okay, Macy EJ. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I hope I did. But they said, hi, thank you for joining. Thank you for coming in for our senior citizen flow. I am now going to go back to sitting on the chair so we can continue where we left off.
I think you should pull your chair up a little bit so she can stop looking back and she can just look straight and see you. Instead of her chair being up some, yours need to be up some.
All right, let's switch. Let me get up some. Let me move my chair up some.
Yeah, that's much better.
To do.
Yeah. Now you can see me more.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I'm glad everybody's here. Now we're gonna continue exactly where we left off. Hold, let me read this real quick. Okay, Sophia said, oh, it sounds really interesting. Hey, thank you. Hey, we out here just keeping our mobility up, you know. Doesn't matter what age you are, what gender, what race, it does not matter. We all got to move our bodies, you know. Move it or lose it is a real thing, y'all. Move it or lose it. So we're just gonna continue on with our mobility exercises. So we're sitting down in our seats like so. We have our hands on top of our legs, and we're just gonna take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. With our next inhale, we're gonna start with some small circles using our waist here. So we're just doing some small circles. Nothing too deep, nothing too strenuous, but if you want to make your circles deeper, by all means, go ahead and do so. But we're just starting off small, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out your nose or mouth, either or, totally up to you. Let's take 2 more breaths here, inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. 1 more breath here. And as we exhale, we're just going to switch to the opposite direction now. So whatever way you started off your circles, if you're going right, if you're going left, it doesn't matter. We're just going to switch to the opposite way. So we end up exercising in both directions. So let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. 3 more breaths here, guys. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. 2 more breaths here. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, just go ahead and find stillness. Find stillness in your seated position. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, we're just going to move on to our lower body now. We're actually going to start with our ankles here. I don't know if you guys can really see me, but you guys can see my grandma ankles. So y'all just pay attention there. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to start with our right leg here. And we're just going to start by flexing and pointing the foot. So we're keeping, y'all can't see me. Y'all cannot see what I'm doing. All right.
There we go.
There y'all go. So we're just flexing and pointing our foot. We're keeping our left leg center on the ground as we flex and point our foot on our right leg. So we're just going to take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. Let's take 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, we're going to start to rotate the ankle. So we're just doing some small circles with our right ankle here. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to rotate towards the opposite direction with our right ankle. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and set your right foot back down towards the mat. Just set that down. Take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Now with our next inhale, we're going to start to flex and point the left foot now. So we're flexing and we're pointing our foot, taking a deep breath in. I don't know if you guys can really see my foot, but you guys can see my grandma's. So we're just flexing and pointing the left leg this time, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take a couple more breaths here. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. Let's take one more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and start to rotate your left ankle, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's inhale through our nose here as we continue to rotate the left ankle. And exhale out the nose or mouth. Let's take another deep breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and rotate towards the opposite direction. So if you're going towards the left or you're going towards the right, just go ahead and switch to the opposite way as you take your deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and set your left foot down towards the mat. Take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. Let's take one more deep breath here and a deep breath out. Now for our next exercise, we're just going to take turns extending and flexing our right leg. So we're just going to extend the leg out, taking a deep breath in. And as we take our deep breath out, we're going to set our foot back down towards the mat. So we're just going to do that for a couple rounds before we switch to the left leg. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in, extending the right leg out, and exhale as you bring your right foot back down towards the mat. So let's do that a couple more times. Deep breath here.
Now, seniors, if you cannot raise your leg up that high,
yeah, you don't have to raise your leg that high.
It's okay to just raise it up as
high as you can. You don't have to raise it up completely high as I'm doing. If this is where your mobility is right now, if this is where it's at right now, or even right here, just meet yourself where your body is at. You do not have to force any type of movements. Just lift your legs slightly if that is what you can do right now. Of course, we're always going to keep on practicing, and you can always get higher with time, but just meet yourself where you are right now and respect the boundaries of your body. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. And I'm going to do that a couple more times, and then I'm going to walk up and read this comment. But let's go ahead and continue that 3 more times, guys. Go ahead and take a deep breath with me. And a deep breath out. 2 more times here. And a deep breath out. Last time here. Exhale, go ahead and place that foot back down towards the mat. Now let's take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. Now you guys stay seated here. I'm gonna walk up and read this comment, and then I'm gonna meet you back in the chair. So just stay seated where you are. I'm gonna walk up and read this comment. All right. So if I said this exercise helps me to be calm, hey, that is literally the point of this exercise too. Not only is it for your mobility, it's for your mentality as well, to keep you nice, keep you calm, and just continuing on with the flow. Hold up, let me read this real quick. Hammerlane said, good morning. Hey, what's up, Hammerlane? I feel like I've seen your name before. I feel like I've seen that name before. But hey, what's up, Hammerlane? Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is right now, where you at right now. Hey, what's up with y'all? And Lulu Lola said hello from France. Hello to you and shout out to France. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. But let's continue with our yoga flow right now. I'm gonna get back on the chair. I'm gonna sit back down. Now this time we're just going to do exactly what we did on our right leg, but we're gonna do that on the left leg. So we're gonna be taking a deep breath in as we extend the leg out. And like I said, you do not have to raise your foot up high if that's not where your mobility is at the moment. Wherever you are, respect the boundaries of your body. Do not push yourself too much if that is not what you can handle. You gotta meet yourself where you're at. Respect the body, all right? Respect your body. So let's take a deep breath in. Push. No, mom, don't push it too much. Do not push if that is not what you can do right now. We don't want anyone getting hurt. We don't want anyone hurting themselves, okay? We want y'all to be safe. We want y'all to be sound, all right? We don't want nobody pushing your bodies to the point where it hurts. That is not the goal right now, so do not do that. I am not recommending that to anybody, okay? I had to put that out there real quick. I am not recommending that. So let's take a deep breath in. Extending the left leg. And as we exhale, we're just gonna place that back down. Take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. We're gonna do that 3 more times, guys. So inhale through your nose. Exhale, place that foot back down. Inhale, go ahead and extend the leg. Exhale and flex, setting that foot back down towards the mat. Let's do that 1 more time here, guys. Deep breath through your nose. And a deep breath out as you set that leg back down. All right, let's take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Now this time for our next exercise, we're just going to practice opening and closing the legs, and this is going to help with your hip flexors right here. Just opening and closing the legs, nothing too wide, nothing too strenuous. Just going to practice taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You don't have to spread your legs too wide. You don't have to open them too wide. Just meet yourself where your body is at. Taking a deep breath in.
Are we keeping our feet on the floor?
And a deep breath out.
We're raising them up.
We're keeping our feet on the floor. I'm glad you asked that, Grandma. If anyone is confused about what we're doing, we're keeping our feet on the floor. We're just opening and closing our legs. We're not raising our feet up as we open them. We're keeping our feet planted on the mat. So I want you guys to stay right here, and I'm going to walk up and read some more of these comments. Then I'm going to meet y'all back on the chair to continue what we're doing. Alrighty. Hammerlane said, I'm always on your live. Hey, shout out to Hammerlane for always being on the live. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, period. Shout out to Hammerlane for always being on the live. Hey, that means you're getting your mobility up, all right? If you're on the live and you staying tuned, you doing what we doing, you're getting your mobility up, period. But anyway, y'all, let's go back on our chairs and we're gonna continue with taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out as we close our legs. So we're just gonna do that a couple more times. Take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. 2 more times, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. Last time here. And a deep breath out. All right, go ahead and keep your legs just how they are. They don't have to be too wide. We're gonna take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Now I'm going to introduce some seated cat-cows. I'm actually going to turn my chair to the side. You guys don't have to move your chairs. You don't have to move your chair either. I'm going to turn to the side so y'all can see exactly what we're going to do. Let me turn towards the side. So go ahead and stay seated in your position just like so. But we're going to take a deep breath in. We're just going to slightly arch the spine as we raise our gaze. And as we exhale, we're going to slightly round the spine as we bring our chin to our chest. So we're just going to do some seated cat-cows here. Taking a deep breath in, arching the spine just slightly. You don't have to be too dramatic. It doesn't have to be too much. If you're like right here, that's where you're at. Meet yourself where you're at. We're taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out, rounding the spine, bringing chin to chest. We're going to take a deep breath here. Slowly, slightly arching the spine. And a deep breath out as you slowly round the spine, bringing chin to chest. Let's do that a couple more times. Deep breath here. Slightly arching the spine, nothing too deep. And as you exhale, go ahead and bring your chin towards your chest. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath here. Slightly arching the spine as you raise your gaze. And a deep breath out as you bring your chin towards your chest to slightly round the spine. For your next inhale, I want you to go ahead and find center. Don't arch or round your spine, just center yourself as you take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now I'm going to turn my chair back around. I just wanted to show y'all the side angle, just in case y'all needed to actually get a visualization. I'm going to turn my chair back around so we can continue. All right, guys, we're actually going to be wrapping up pretty soon. We only have like 3 more exercises to do before we wrap this up. Let me scoot forward so our hands don't hit each other. For our next exercise, we're going to take another deep breath here and a deep breath out. And with your next inhale, I want you to slightly raise your arms above your head. Now, if this is too much for you, you guys do not have to do that. You can just slightly raise your arms out. You guys do not have to raise your arms all the way up if that is too much for your body at the moment. You can just practice just doing this if doing this is too much. If that is too much for you, you can just go ahead and go like this. Just slightly move the arms up and down. You don't have to raise them all the way above your head if that's not where your mobility at the moment. But yes, we're just going to take a deep breath here, raising the arms above the head. Now as we exhale, we're just going to send them back down towards our side. And like I said before, you do not have to raise your arms all the way up. That is optional. Meet yourself, respect your body. Deep breath out, hands back down towards the side. Take another deep breath in. Raise the arms above your head. Touch your fingertips. Now as you exhale, go ahead and put your arms back down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out. One more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and set your arms back down towards your side. Relax your arms here. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's take 1 more breath here. And a deep breath out. Now for our next exercise, we're going to practice a fold. You do not have to fold all the way down, okay? You do not have to fold all the way down. I know folds can be a little bit strenuous if you have not really done them before, but I'm gonna show y'all an example of what you can do before you actually practice it. So let me just show y'all an example. Don't practice it yet. Let me just show y'all an example. So let's take a deep breath in, stretching our arms above our head. Don't practice it. This is just the example. And as you exhale, we're gonna hinge. Let me turn towards the side so y'all can see. We're not gonna round our spine here. We're gonna hinge at the waist. So when we take our deep breath in, as we exhale, we're not gonna be rounding. We're gonna be hinging at the waist like so. Now you don't have to go all the way down. You gotta meet yourself where you're at. If this is where you're at, that's where you're at. If this is where you're at, if this is where you're at, that's where you're at. Meet yourself where you are. Do not force the fold, because if you're forcing it, you're gonna hurt yourself, and we don't want anyone to be hurt. Don't force any type of position. We're just taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we are hinging at the hips. Meet yourself where you are though. Me, I can probably go all the way down. But if you cannot do that, don't do that. I don't recommend doing that then. Just meet yourself where you are at. So let's go ahead and practice now. Now that I actually showed y'all exactly what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna go ahead and we're going to practice it. So let's take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're gonna hinge at the hips and slightly fold. Like I said, if you can't go all the way down, don't go all the way down. If this is where you are, just go ahead and place your hands on your thighs to support yourself in your fold. Grandma, you can place your hands on your thighs. Yeah, you don't have to extend your arms out. For real, she full out there.
I'm out there.
She's like, I'm working out, y'all.
I'm out there. Seniors,
I'm like, you can place your hands on your thighs.
This. Seniors can do this. I'm out here.
For real, my grandma grandma. She's out here, y'all. She's doing this. She was doing this with me. That's why I had to put my grandma out here so y'all can see that senior citizens can actually do this. My grandma is here actually doing this with me. For real. Y'all can do this. We can do this. But let's take a deep breath here in our fold. Whatever version of your fold you chose, just take a deep breath there. And a deep breath out. We're going to take one more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and use your hands. Press them against your legs to sit up nice and tall. Walk your hands back up your thighs for assistance if need be to sit up back in your seated position. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Now we only have one last exercise to do. This one is not going to be strenuous at all. This one is actually more of a meditative exercise than a body exercise. We're just going to sit here in our seated position and we're going to close our eyes and we're going to rest our body, rest our minds. Clear any thoughts or feelings that may be in your head right now as you take your deep breath in and your deep breath out. Go ahead and take another deep breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and push out any unwanted thoughts, any unwanted feelings. As you inhale, imagine them there. And as you exhale, imagine as you breathe out, they're pushing themselves away. They're leaving your body. They're leaving your mind. You're pushing away all the negative thoughts or feelings or any unwanted thoughts or feelings, even if it's not negative. Just push it away with your exhale. Take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out as you push them away. Clear the mind, clear the body, clear the spirit. Just take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here and a deep breath out. Now with your next inhale, I want you to bring gratification into your mind. Be grateful and thankful for your practice today, for doing this flow, for, going through this flow, getting your mobility up. Thank yourself for that. Thank your body. Thank your mind. Thank your spirit. Take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. And if you don't want to thank your mind, your body, your spirit, just find something to thank. Anything to be thankful and grateful for. Because a thankful spirit is a spirit that will receive more to be grateful about. So let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're going to take one more breath here. And as you exhale, just go ahead and flicker your eyes open. And that was our routine, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Hey, yeah, round of applause. And that was the routine, y'all. That was our senior citizen routine. For all my senior citizens out there, this is our seated yoga flow that you can practice any day, every day. Hey, I say every day, get your mobility up. Practice it every day. And hey, you will progress more and more. The more you practice this, the more you do it, the more you will progress and the more your mobility will be. So thank y'all again for watching, for commenting, for liking. I'm going to read these last two comments. Then I'm going to catch y'all later. But thank y'all again. And I really do hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it helped. I hope you feel a bit more mobile after it. And hey, yo, like, comment if it helped y'all. Comment if it helped y'all. And comment if you need something else in there to help you even more. Hey, I will add stuff to it. But let's see, Dr. Jessica Madden. Grandma, how did you comment if you're right here? You commented. You're commented.
On my reader.
Oh, I looked up, I said, that's you. Hey, I'm thankful and grateful though. I'm thankful and grateful. Hey, family support family, y'all. Family support family. All right, TNW365 Homestead said, hey, everyone in the chat. And they also said it helped. Y'all, go follow TNW365 Homestead. That is our other channel. That is where we be doing all type of homestead videos where we make stuff, we craft stuff, food-related stuff, we're farming, hey, we do everything on that channel. So if y'all want to see a lot of cool homestead stuff, farming, making stuff, all type of things like that, go and follow TNW 365 Homesteads. Hey, we be lit on there. We be lit on there. But anyway, thank y'all again for watching, for commenting, and for just being a part of this experience with us. And I hope you enjoy your day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is you are right now. I hope you enjoy yourselves. And I will catch you guys tomorrow for our day. What's today? Day 21? Day 22?
This was 21.
All right, day 21. So I'll catch y'all tomorrow for day 22 of our discipline challenge. And I'll catch y'all later. Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love. Alrighty.